But I did, on the way back, I may have done the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Did you fly United?
I did fly United. But
Why? Is that where your points are?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I thought you were American.
Whenever it's a long flight, I always take my wallet out of my back pocket because I don't want to be sitting on my wallet for hours, and I'll put it in my backpack. And when I was connecting through Houston on the way back. I went to the bar to buy a drink and opened up my wallet to pay for the drink, and my credit card was just gone. And I was like, fuck. Like, I hadn't looked at my wallet in a few hours. The last time I'd seen it was in London. I bought something at the airport. Then I threw it in my bag and got onto the plane. And I was like, motherfucker, I left my credit card in the terminal at London. I was like, oh, shit. So I pay with my backup credit card, sit down, call the bank, going through the whole thing. It takes 10 minutes. They're like, what happened? I'm like, I lost my credit card. I left it in London. Like, we need you to verify 1 million transactions. I'm like, yes, all of those are fine. No fraud. And they're like, okay, well, your card's been canceled. We're sending you a new one. I was like, okay, great. Hung up the phone and I was like, what if my credit card fell out in my bag? And I looked in my bag and it was right there.
That's the worst.
Why the fuck didn't I look first?
That's so hasty.
After going through everything.
I just immediately canceled it.
But why? I don't know why people do that all the time.
I mean, it's better safe than sorry,
But
I think.
if you have someone spending ape shit on your card, they give it back to you.
Yeah,
They give the money to you.
Yeah, I've never heard a story of someone getting fucked from that. It's like they look back at it and they're just like, here's the money back.
Yeah,
like, sorry for the inconvenience.
Maybe if credit cards had pins in this country, you wouldn't be so scared to cancel it in 2 seconds.
Well, like you said, it doesn't matter. You got protection. You get
and now they have
back.
those fun little chips that everybody likes so much.
Yeah, chip and pin.
I think I read that MasterCard is finally trying to do away with signatures on credit cards by April of 2018.
Does anyone actually sign their credit card? Should I be signing my credit card?
Oh, on the back of it?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing written on mine.
Yeah,
I think what I read now is that 80% of transactions don't require a signature at this point. It's really rare.
I don't get the point of the chip in the American credit cards because you don't have a pin here.
It's
right?
just
it's
to
just
make
chip and sign.
It's just to make cloning the card more difficult.
Yeah, but it doesn't really do anything if there's still a magnetic strip on the same card.
Right, yeah, you got to get rid of the magnetic strip. We're working on it.
It just seems really pointless. Maybe I'm just dumb.
But now when you try to swipe one of those credit cards with a chip, it tells you can't do that. You have to use the chip. So again, why the fuck does it have the magnetic stripe?
I guess it's for machines that don't have a chip reader.
I think maybe gas station pumps is the one thing I can think of where you still have to swipe.
It's funny because that's always where my credit card gets stolen.
Right.
All my information is always at a gas
In California, they have the chip on the gas stations.
No, that's where it gets stolen.
Because it's usually the last transaction I have before my information gets.
When you call them up and they're like, "Hey, did you order from Amazon a bunch of LaCroix?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was me." And it's like, "Oh, did you buy the large T-shirt?" "Yeah, that was me." It's like, "Oh, did you get the dildos?" I'm like, "Yeah, that was me." But then once you go back from that, it's the other thing. You're like, "That was not me." And there's always a gas station.
I have a really dumb question when it comes to fraudulent credit card stuff. If you wanted to buy something really expensive, why can't you just buy it and then call and say my credit card was stolen?
You could, but that's fraud.
It's ethically wrong. It is fraud.
That's like saying, why can't I commit fraud? You can.
I mean, why can't
get arrested?
Why can't I stab someone? I mean, you can.
Fill your boots.
Yeah.
You just have to deal with the consequences.
No, that's the thing. Because you could totally do that. There was one time when I ordered some pretty big products from Amazon, and then they came, but they never were delivered to my house. For some reason, it was delivered somewhere else. And I called and complained. They sent me another one. And then eventually, 3 days later, the first one showed up. And I was like, great, now I have two of these. But I was thinking about it. I was like, yeah, it would be very simple to just...
So you kept both?
Well, because, they were like, I called them, do you want me to return it? And they're like, no. That's more hassle than it's worth. I'm like, well, I don't need two of these. I don't remember what it was, but it was super unnecessary. But
yeah, that's happened to me before, too. And it's crazy to me that's their response. Just keep it.
Just keep it.
What?
Well, it's almost they don't have to deal with it.
Well, because Amazon does that thing now where they actually they come to your house, get it to deliver it back. They make it too easy. So they're like, nah, just keep it. It's on you. Yeah, it was a coffee maker. I'm like, I don't need two coffee makers.
But I feel
one for upstairs, one for downstairs.
If you did do that deliberately, that would be fraud, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
One time.
But once or twice, you know what I mean? Just dabble with it.
But what are you going to do with
their
a second crate of dildos?
Yeah, exactly.
You could do stuff.
Only so many holes.
One time I ordered a bottle of shampoo from Amazon. I buy everything from Amazon. And it showed up and I was like, this is a big box. And I opened it and it was a crate of shampoo.
That's great.
And I was like,
see, that's a come up.
How did this happen? It was the same barcode on the outside of the box is on the individual unit.
Oh,
it's like
shit.
the same thing. I contacted him. I was like, hey, you sent me 24 of these instead of one. What should I do with these? Like, yeah, just keep it.
You're probably
good,
gonna
man.
die before you can get through all that
It's like,
shit.
a lot of shampoo.
Yeah, your
Your
hair's
hair's
looking
really
good.
short.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Don't know what to do with all of this. I
Attention,
want to say
little bubs.
thanks to Maltesers for sponsoring this episode of the RT podcast. Maltesers are now in the United States, and to celebrate, we're going to be playing a game of Marble Run with some Maltesers to see who can get their Malteser in the bucket the fastest.
It's gonna be me.
So go and check out Maltesers on Instagram at instagram.com/Maltesers. Give them a follow. And in the meanwhile, Tim and I are going to try to race a couple of Maltesers.
I've been practicing all day for this.
We're good? Okay.
Why don't we get to play?
You can play if you want. I said
What is this?
It's the Maltesers. action set.
it's our official Maltesers racetrack.
Who built this? Oh.
Yeah, when I walked in, I sat down
What
and
is
thought,
it made of?
I said, this was someone's job.
Yeah.
Someone went to work and made this.
We're adults.
I thought it'd be like a Lego thing, but it's
I know.
This is
kinda
another one of
looks
those things
like
of what
Next.
people thought the future was gonna look like. All right.
Choose your weapon.
You get Maltesers or Maltesers.
Well, no, you got to find the one that has the right shape. This one's the winner.
Yeah, this one
do you guys
has
go
a
one
nice
at a time?
curvature.
Here,
Oh,
Oh shit.
you do this one. So see, his has a white flag. That means his comes out there.
I like this.
what? How do you win?
Just whoever gets down to the bottom. Yeah, ready?
Oh god.
Go.
Did we test this before?
See, Gus cheated.
he
immediately.
gave it. He gave it.
Oh no,
He gave it the
Tim's is
push.
winning. Tim's
He
is
gave-
winning.
Oh yeah,
I stalled.
yeah. Suck it.
Tim.
There you go.
Tim is the victor.
Cheated. Don't give a little push there.
Suck it and then chew it.
Doesn't
Could I-
matter if you win by an inch or a
Am I
mile.
allowed to put my
Winning's
my
winning.
mouth at the bottom of that?
You want to try that?
No. Just kidding.
Yeah, see if you can catch it in your gullet.
Let me make sure it's not rigged.
Oh, it kept going. Or did it?
You'll fuck me.
Maybe you're just not good at Maltesers, Gus.
All right.
I think it was just maybe the angle was.
Thanks, Maltesers, for making a fool of me.
Hey, you did it.
Yay.
All right, get out of here. I don't want to see that anymore. Fucking my
Can we
disappointment.
keep the Maltesers though?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh,
Okay. And our
We're
purple.
also
Not the
sponsored by
runner.
The color purple. Not the movie.
so did you see the new Blade Runner then? I guess if you rewatched the old one.
Yes, I did.
Everyone here friends that you
no.
grew up with, or like anybody like from your pre-America days go out and see you?
No.
It
I also didn't tell anyone that I was good. I didn't
It
tell my family.
did make me realize too how you've given me a very bad perception of British people. 'Cause, like,
What way?
to me, I'm like, oh,
What a
everyone's gonna be an asshole. Everyone's gonna be.
Wait, you keep saying this. What have I done to you that's so bad?
You literally before every podcast call me a cunt and like say that I suck and that I'm not funny.
What you see on camera is not what
I'm
happens behind
kidding all the
scenes.
time. You know I'm joking.
I know, but you know, I
I
go.
do actually do that right before the podcast starts. I'm like, I really wish you weren't on this podcast, Barbara. And then it like comes onto the intro. I do stuff like that all the time. But
It's a
I
fun
find
way to
that
start it off.
to be hilarious.
It's pretty funny. But that being said, that's how I thought everyone was gonna be, and people there are so lovely. They're
It's a
like
nice
the
place.
nicest
Full
people.
of friendly people.
We did.
They queue for everything.
Ooh, that's cute.
Oh,
Yes.
we did we did a podcast panel there, and I was quizzing Gavin about
Thank you.
putting milk in tea because I'd never done it before. And so
You gave it a go, right?
So I gave it a go. Like when we were flying out, I stopped at Heathrow, and
I've told the story before, but it was me and one of my best friends, Alfredo, who's now one of the nice achievement hunters over there.
I didn't know.
I watched that rate. Oh, I'll tell it after.
We used to run a cafe together. Like it was just the two of us. Like long story short, these dudes owned a cafe and didn't want to run it anymore. So they're like, we just need people to be there. So 17-year-old Tim and Alfredo were there. And they're like, they put everything on us. So we'd have to go to the Smart and Final, buy all the products and stuff to then make and sell. We didn't drink coffee at the time. So the whole thing was a disaster. But we knew we had a couple months where no one was going to fuck with us. There was a couple regulars that would come in and they always got tea. So we're like, if we just buy tea ourselves on top of the thing and we sell our tea, they'll leave tips based on that. So we were just like, we didn't even care about the money at that point. It was just all about the tips. So we're just like, we're going to buy our own tea, sell the tea to the random, regulars that come in, create friendships with them. They'll leave us sweet, nasty tips. We got out of that thing scot-free. We didn't work there anymore after that, but like it was really sweet while it lasted.
So how long have you known him?
I've known him since I was 13.
geez.
Now you're stuck
Holy
with him.
crap.
So take him.
I felt so bad for him because I wasn't in the raid that they just recently did. And part 4 is like Oh, that's some achievement hunter history right there. It was
Heated.
It was Ryan versus the room pretty much, and Jeff was on Ryan's side. And I just felt so bad for Alfredo. But then he suddenly just held his own. He just like fired back. He was like, all right, everyone. He just like exploded out. I've never been so proud of someone who's worked there for such a short amount of time. Like he's like deep into Achievement Hunter now.
Yeah.
It's
I'm proud of him.
Let's say how he got beat into the gang.
Yeah.
You gotta fight back. Yeah.
And
I'm blocked.
so, but then like it became a problem whenever I tell other people my like the name.
So you kept it.
Wait. Barbara, if I reached across, this is what it would look like. No, go back to the shot of Brandon. Go back to the shot of Brandon. Brandon. That's why I asked you to get it for me.
All right.
Sorry, we're having a little fight over here.
It's fine.
All right.
So screening my pics, he's been trying to get me to get a mouth guard forever. And he's just like, your teeth are just gone. You're
Like a
gonna
night
have
guard?
no teeth.
You grind?
Yeah. Apparently I grind my teeth. He's like, you see this? And he just showed me like these little like X-rays. Like you have like half your teeth.
Oh my
And
god.
it's just like, it's just fine.
Just get a night guard.
It was like $400.
Does that mean so?
Because I tried to get the ones on Amazon where you like mold yourself, but it kept choking
That
me.
should be covered by
Those are
dental.
really
It does not.
I got a night guard. I have like TMJ issues. I clinch in my sleep. I don't grind, luckily, but I don't remember it being that much.
Yeah, they're like, you see how the top of your teeth are all red and veiny? That's not
Oh,
good.
gross.
gross.
I'm like, and it's just like and whenever I eat meat, it has to be like rare. Because I have like a well done steak. Takes
Oh
me
my god,
forever.
you're like an old dog with like ground down.
I know.
Does that
my
mean-
body is just not.
If your teeth are like half
Good.
of what you should have, does that mean when you grind them that you've swallowed half of your teeth?
Oh, dude, it must.
Right. Yeah.
Like I have little growth going on in my body right now. 'Cause
like
my
you have
stomach
shit your
can't-
teeth out. Think about that.
That's
Ugh.
disgusting.
You have
making
eaten
me
your
very
teeth
aware
and
of my
pooped
teeth.
them. Right.
Probably gonna have a dream about my teeth falling out tonight because of this conversation.
I hate those dreams.
I've only had one where
Ugh.
my teeth fell out. Yeah.
I think you've only eaten one.
Yeah, I've only had one tooth.
Yeah.
Actually,
Humans used to have sharper canine teeth, right? And now like
Probably.
they tend to grow in a little bit not as sharp because we don't use them for.
there's a lot of variation in
Tearing
people's
flesh.
canines. It's really interesting. Like, let me see yours. Oh my god. Oh well, you grind. Your teeth are like. He has Sorry. No, you really need a night guard.
See how fucked up they are, Brandon.
Smile for the camera.
No, we're not.
Oh,
We're not
poor
getting an
Brandon. I'm
extreme
sorry.
close up into my teeth.
He just has really ground his teeth a lot. I'm sorry. Well, no, you have very very evolved canines. We'll say that.
Yes.
That was the best thing ever.
I was
It was such a
expecting them to be like
genuine
mildly pointy. I'm sorry, Brandon. I'm sorry.
They're very nice and flat.
They're consistent. Gus.
You're gonna kill me.
That's not funny. That's like a handicap.
I'm gonna buy you a night guard.
You're gonna go home and cry.
Brandon, just like stick a
Brandon.
piece of cardboard in your mouth for now. Or
No, like I'm
something.
serious.
They're
Like
very
the-
straight.
The perfect kind
They're
of humor
very
for me.
straight.
I don't think I've ever seen you laugh that hard at something.
My stomach hurts.
Gus, for those of you listening, Gus has left the set.
Oh, he's holding his back.
You want to see what else is wrong with my body? Laughed at that
Yeah.
too.
Pull down your
Brandon.
pants.
I feel bad.
It's mostly my butt.
Oh no, Brandon, you talk about your lack of butt a lot.
Yeah, I know. So I won't go into it again.
I feel bad. I don't think you have a bad butt.
Are you a butt girl?
Oh, it's bad.
I could give a shit what kind of butt a guy has. I don't care what kind of butt.
Yeah, I don't like
a
look at
guy
butts.
has.
Well,
It's
it's
a
just
little
a
late
fact.
into the story, but
If you're just joining us, Cuphead's a shitty game.
it is.
It is not.
Really fucking terrible. game.
Alana and I were playing it at her apartment. We were so
What a
just
nightmare date.
fixed in on the game. She went
Co-op?
and I no, like we would I'd play, I'd die, give it to her, she'd play, she'd die, give it to me.
Why don't you just both play?
Because is it co-op?
Yeah. Cuphead and
Oh,
Mugman.
I think she was having something with her controller. So we're just doing it that way. She goes and makes some
But
tea.
that's the lie you tell your little brother.
Controller's broken.
The second controller's
on the wrong
busted.
channel.
So she goes and she makes some tea, and we're sitting on her bed, and I'm sitting at the end of it, and then I suddenly hear screaming, just bloody murder screaming, and I look back, and in the process of watching the screen, watching me play Cuphead, she dropped her hot boiling hot tea right on her leg, right on her ass, and it just like scorched her leg.
Jesus.
Still a better experience than playing Cuphead. Still better.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad.
Did you have to go to the
date
doctor
night.
or anything, or was it just like?
No, we
Okay.
like immediately. We went. She was in the.
We say goodbye to Eric. I do want to talk about one thing, which is Thor.
I have something I want to bring up too with Eric, if it's okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to steal your thunder, like riding for the no.
We're gonna talk in a second about Thor Ragnarok.
Talking about stealing thunder.
All right, what do you got, guys?
What are your thoughts about these rumors about Disney potentially? I have, I can't think of a proper way to articulate it. I've been wanting to say it, but I can't. I haven't figured out the elegant way to say it, so I'm just going to say it the blunt way. I've never shown my dick to anybody who didn't expect it. It's like I don't understand how you get over that hump where you're like, well, maybe I'll just bring my dick out. Like, we'll see how it goes. Like, I don't understand. Like, I just can't wrap my head around
like Louis
that way of
C.K.'s
thinking.
whole thing is just like it's so gross and awful, but like it's funny in the sense of like who goes, "Hey, mind if I masturbate in front of you?" Like that's so stupid, dude. God,
Yeah.
Like, it's.
Yeah,
I think the best word is just gross.
yeah,
It's just gross.
and unnecessary.
The worst part
I
about
mean,
that is
I just don't understand the appeal. Like, it's clearly his thing. Like, he gets off on that.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess
sure there's like an equivalent for me of what it'd be, but
it's a power thing.
just as
Is it
gross,
there?
if not.
Yeah, it has
worse.
to be because
Gavin.
he could just go to a prostitute.
Yeah.
Exactly. But he probably gets off on the hype of, you know,
The
are they
danger
gonna
of it.
want it? And then I don't care if they do or don't.
He laughs like that too. And it's the worst part about that is that I don't think anything he did is going to turn out to be illegal because he asked and they said yes. But I mean, their argument is that they felt like he was in a place of power and they had to do this, which is
Right.
which is it's a terrible thing. But it's like I don't think any legal action can come from it.
Well, isn't there something to do with
It's like a loophole.
isn't there something to do with like your superior? I guess they don't directly work under him, so he's
Exactly,
not
yeah.
their superior.
It's
Like,
just he's in a position of
business.
power in the
Yeah, just the industry in
so
general.
just,
Yeah,
you know.
that's true.
You guys have a lot of that here.
Oh yeah, I've seen so many dicks.
Who's jerking off in front of people here? Tell me now. Is it Gavin?
Have I ever seen a dick at work?
You guys have HR here, right?
Yeah, we do.
we do.
Do they work a lot here?
They have weird issues probably to contend with.
Do you guys have a lot of secret stuff you never talk about?
Yeah, there's some stuff that doesn't get talked about. I think that happens anywhere.
Tell us. What is it?
Well, just between you and me,
Okay.
Gavin, he's a predator.
Yeah, I knew it.
He's serial.
First moment.
Cereal.
Yeah.
Well, at the source vet office, people would
eat
pull out
lots
their
of cereal.
balls and just stick them up against windows.
Well, that's a family, dude.
That's you know what? And now I don't think so much that, that anyone could get away with that. But that was definitely a thing in the past. Not me.
funny.
I wasn't there when it happened.
I had my
definitely-
clothes off here.
I've definitely become more aware that I might offend someone. Like, it was before all these scandal things, but we have a bunch of fake dicks all around the office.
As
and
you should.
And I thought I'll pop one through, and I'll give be a little shock
Give
factor.
someone a
Hell
scare.
yeah, pop one
Because
through.
someone will be like, "Oh,
is
no,
that
it's a
your
fake
dick? No, it's not.
And then I thought I shouldn't even be doing it with a fake dick, so I just didn't do it because
good
it just
decision,
felt
dude.
wrong. But I feel like a few years ago I would have just been like, "Woo!"
And yeah, that's probably the place where there's the most dick visible is in the Achievement Hunter office.
yeah, everywhere.
Dick
I
and
think
ball.
there's
not
areas
actual
that
dick,
are
though.
more accepted with that. Like the Achievement Hunter office should have that happen.
But we don't actually ever see each other's dicks. Like
Have
the
you seen
only
Jeff's dick?
the only dick I've seen is Jeff's, and that was like 6 or 7 times. But
And how was
not
it?
not at work. It's great.
Can I get
it
a
good dick?
detailed
Nice and
analysis?
straight.
Oh, so it was
Circumcised.
really hard.
No, it was sort of semi at the time.
Sort of.
Wow. Who was around? Who do you think was
he's
the cause of
he's
that
only
was?
kind of into you then.
Yeah. He was curious. more
But I
than
don't know.
anything.
It's like what is the line at this point? Just don't ever. I don't know. Just play it safe.
Yeah. So
don't
who is
have
this?
your dick and balls out unless
Even
someone
I think
asks
people
you
just need
to.
to double think things because it's pretty easy to figure out a line.
You just get very comfortable with the people you work with to the point where, like, when this company was a lot smaller, it was a lot easier to fling a fake dick around.
No
But now it's
HR,
the point where
perhaps
it's like,
fling a real dick around.
someone can misconstrue it. Someone who isn't in the room might glance it from afar, and it's like,
So
how do I then prove it wasn't my real penis?
And then you're screwed. Well, it was pink and had diamonds on it. So that's your first indicator.
people can tweet us if they want, if they're watching this live using hashtag RT Podcast. And I see a comment here. It's from Dallas Lynch at the Mega Man.
Is it mean?
Talking about no, it's good. Talking about
Why you got Mr. Clean on the podcast?
talking about like masturbating in front of people. He says, I can't imagine my dog seeing me do that. Never mind another human. Right? Like the,
No, yeah, I get so uncomfortable masturbating in front of my pets.
Which you do.
I mean, yeah, it's like I double think it, and I think they're just basically not going to understand it, so I have to.
Also, in moments of intimacy, like even if you would,
last week I saw this website where some professor had transcribed graffiti that he had found at the Pompeii site. You know, Pompeii was that village that was like that the volcano eruption. And I was reading this. So this is like, who knows how old this graffiti is? I don't know when Pompeii happened. It's like, let's say it's 1,000 years old. And it's weird how similar graffiti and body talk is between that time and today.
Huh.
It's like, here, I'll read the first one. And it says where it was inscribed and, you know, whatnot. So this was inscribed at a bar. It says, "Weep, you girls. My penis has given you up. Now it penetrates men's behinds. Goodbye, wondrous femininity."
Wow. You know what? I relate to that.
Some lovely coming out graffiti.
Yeah, there's another one.
Well,
it was
so
at
eloquently
a bar.
spoken.
"I screwed the barmaid." Not quite as eloquent.
Oh my god!
But it's like
follow-up.
you would that's like you would expect to see that like at you walk into a bar and like you see like graffiti on the toilet stalls. You see that
Someone
kind of
really
stuff.
proud and needing to share with anyone.
I wonder who the Louis C.K. of Pompeii was.
I have buggered men.
Wow, these are
common
really
bit of buggery.
homoerotic.
People talking about having sex with men.
Blondie has taught me to hate dark-haired girls. I shall hat them if I can, but I wouldn't mind loving them.
Oh,
He doubled back.
Why?
Immediately.
I don't know. It's just really weird to like read this.
what does it
I'd
mean to
kill them
hat
if I
them?
could, but I also want to love them.
What does it mean to hat somebody?
I don't know.
Hack or
Hat.
hat? He said hat?
To hat somebody, yeah.
Maybe
Wear 'em.
it's too off. Perhaps.
Oh no.
Mount Vesuvius erupted in the year 79. So it's like almost 2,000-year-old graffiti.
Wow. I hope
The
it's just
year
Lil Wayne
79.
lyrics.
Go ahead.
Your Bitmoji thing
Oh
It-
no.
is crap, and you think it's funny.
I'm going to send you one right now.
It's just so bad.
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it?
I never thought I would want to mute someone who co-founded Rooster Teeth.
What's wrong with it?
Why?
Do you use it inappropriately, Gus?
No.
Too much, perhaps?
No, I mean, define too much. What
Here's
is
what
too
happens.
much?
Here's why it's so annoying. I'll tweet something, not at you. You'll just chime in with a Bitmoji.
Oh, Gus.
And then all of the replies to my tweet, which, you know, I want to read the replies to my tweet. They're actually replying to Gus's Bitmoji, telling him to
See,
stop.
I'm getting you more replies.
And all I don't want them. I actually want relevant replies. And all I'm getting is a bunch of people I follow yelling at you for using a Bitmoji, and then people yelling at each other for that. It's like,
You
I don't
talking about that here is only going to make that worse.
Gus, rule
Guaranteed.
number one.
I can just mute him.
Rule number one with Bitmoji is you can only send a Bitmoji to someone in a private conversation who also has Bitmoji. I think that's the only appropriate time to use it.
Oh, I might use it a bit too much.
Are these all of your tweets?
Good. It's on the screen.
Look at almost every tweet.
Look at the last. Look at the most.
He thinks he found
killing
something
it.
that's like so unique that he.
Oh, there's pizza Gus.
Gus, they don't stop. Good Lord, Gus.
Oh my god.
If that's it, all right,
good.
that's not
Can't
it.
be real. How long does
There's
this go
more.
on for? When did you start this?
There's more.
That was
There's
like
more.
months ago.
This
Gus,
is
how
like
long have you had it?
mid-October by this point.
3 a day, perhaps, Gus?
Maybe. I've got a 3-a-day Bitmoji habit.
It's like
Trying to break it.
80% of your content.
It's so good.
It's not good. Why do you think it's good?
So proud of it.
There's a Bitmoji for everything. There really
There
is.
literally a Bitmoji for
Do you
everything.
think the correct response to my tweet last night was you walking on a rake or whatever it was?
If
was
I
your
had given,
tweet?
so here's specifically
about
why I
that,
gave you the rake one. I reply to your tweets via text regularly, and you never acknowledge them or respond to them.
sounds like
I
Steve.
replied with a Bitmoji, and we're talking about it right now, so I know you saw it.
We're not talking
You
about
have
the subject.
you have created this
We're not
monster.
talking about
This is your fault,
opinion.
Gavin.
Fuck you, Gavin.
Be
We're
a better
talking
friend,
about
dude.
the Bitmoji. That completely makes it irrelevant.
We're talking about my. We got Richard Turner and Luke Coram. Richard is the subject of a documentary that Luke directed called Dealt, which just came out, right? End of October?
Yeah, just released October 20th.
And Gavin, of course, is over there.
Yeah, we don't want to forget Gavin.
So I thought it was a really interesting documentary, and some of the producers on Dealt were also some of the producers who worked on Crunch Time, which is a series that Rooster Teeth distributed last year. And that's how I got in touch with you guys. I think I ran into Andrew Lee, and he talked to me about the premise of the film. I thought it would be awesome to have you guys on, and I got a chance to check it out. And I thought, well, we should absolutely have Richard on to show us his stuff.
And I'll just be the sidekick. Yeah, I'm just here to watch.
And that's why I always hurt. He's always kicking me in the side.
So,
Someone on Twitter said my legs were orange.
Are you like?
They are orange.
What do you mean they're orange? There's a skin.
Well, you're kind of orange.
Oh,
Yeah.
these lights are orange. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
there's
what's
an
doing
orange light pointing
You're
right at
also-
your
it.
legs.
It's slightly warmer.
Very tan.
Your legs look so orange.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like someone's put a bloody Oompa Loompa light on my legs.
What are you worried about, Gavin? Why are you so into your
also,
legs?
I can't wait for this patch of hair to grow back. It's so itchy. Like every day.
Why is it itchy? You waxed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was only itchy if you shave it.
Bloody Oompa Loompa light. Oh, God.
All right. So, by the way, I want to point out that I am drinking water. I have a new commitment where I'm not going to drink on camera. It's like I'm scrolling, and then it goes, "Where are the specs of this thing?" Well, here they are. And then just bleh.
Ew.
It looks terrible.
That looks like that didn't load right. That looks like it's
terrible.
fucked up.
You
Show
did
that
it
on camera.
Here, I'll see if I can show this. Okay. So
Yeah, I gotta make that sound effect though.
18
Okay.
cores. That's a
So
lot of
here's-
cores.
here's me
iMac Pro.
scrolling. So I'm looking at my new iMac, and I would say, "Oh, what are the specs on this thing?" Well, since you asked, here they come. Bleh. There they are. Then you keep going. Oh, some more stuff, more spec. Bleh.
That looks like that didn't load right.
That's really terrible. That's a horrible design, dude.
Are you
No,
gonna,
it just keeps going like that.
are you gonna get one?
No, why would I go back to using an
How are you
iMac?
gonna
I love my
$6,000
PC.
computer?
I don't know who that's for.
I don't
If
know
they're
who that
gonna make-
Potsum is it's a powdered roasted grain beverage once popular as a coffee substitute. It's a caffeine-free beverage that was created by the Post Cereal Company in 1895 and marketed as a healthful alternative to coffee.
I want to try it.
I mean, it defeats the purpose.
I think they still sell it.
You need the
I
caffeine.
looked up Potsum and I see a fucking link here.
How do you spell it?
Pasta. Oh wait, Postum. Postum. There it is.
That I
Gross.
was like,
That sounds like part
if
of
it's
your
made
body.
by Post, you'd think it would be Post and not Pots.
Post them.
Postum.
It seems to like you'd say like I sprained my postum. I
Should
don't
we
know.
replace all the coffee machines with pasta machines and see if
There
You
we
gotta,
go. Mass
gotta try
revolt.
this.
maybe it's
Can we get,
Yeah, this is
can we
your
get some
solution
Postum?
right here. You
Patrick's nodding.
Drink this after
instant
afternoon.
warm beverage.
Instant
Ugh.
warm beverage.
Wait,
Let's see what Amazon sells this for. Let's see if it's on Rooster Teeth store first. No, it's not. Okay, they'll go to
Damn, you could
Amazon.
have gotten 25% off today, Cyber Monday.
If somebody sends me some potsum, I'll knock it up to 33% off. Potsum.
Postum.
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 Post-
I don't
I
know.
bet it's I bet it's Postum.
A whole conversation based around the spreading of lies, and you pronounced it wrong, and now we all think it's called Potsum.
Patrick wrote Potsum.
Yeah, it's been plain Patrick.
Yeah.
I bet it's Postum.
Oh, they
Don't-
make a postum cocoa blend.
What do you say?
He said whatever.
He's working hard back there. Leave him alone.
In between my two
we,
pregnant.
got,
Oh,
we got some Postum.
oh, y'all are so fast.
How did you do
oh my
that?
god,
Do they have it in HEB?
they must. Y'all are incredible.
Thank you, broadcast.
No
Is
way.
that hot water or is it already mixed? Okay.
We have a spoon.
What are the
Yep.
instructions for Postum?
Oh my gosh.
I will give you $1 if you have a spoonful of just.
Oh
pure-
God, no.
Why are your bets so shit? $1?
$1.
1 to 2.
It's principle.
Okay. That's a tablespoon.
Can I have a sniff?
I'm afraid this is gonna smell like milled oats or
Is that
something.
a good sniff? Oh, a cloud of something popped out.
It's sort of similar to coffee, and sort of I
Ugh.
don't mind it.
It's roasted.
It's like if you added pepper to coffee. Like ground black
pepper and
I'm not-
dust. That's a big spoon.
I'm not discouraged yet. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Are you going to put milk in it like coffee and cream?
It
and stuff?
says you can optionally.
I don't
How
think
much?
you're following
What's the ratio?
recommended
It says
amounts.
to put about 2 to 3 teaspoons. This is a tablespoon. A tablespoon is 3 teaspoons. So trying to put 2/3 of this.
Okay.
Does the math add up?
Wait, per cup of water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't you just? It says
Probably
2
a little
to
more
3,
than a
so
cup
just
of
put in a
water,
whole
but-
one.
Oh, so I'm sorry. It says 1 to 2.
Oh,
So I'm trying to put 2/3.
got it. Oh, I'm excited. My first cup of Postum.
All right.
Postum.
This is thrilling. I'm sure.
I'm
I feel like
excited.
it smells
I'm-
like
I'm-
miso soup.
I'm gonna take
I don't mind a
sniff
bit of
here.
miso.
Oh God.
So is it instant? Like you just mix
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
and then you drink the whole thing? It's
Yeah.
not like you filter it or anything
It
else.
doesn't smell that great.
But gentlemen, Gavin, just grabbed what is.
I'm just sniffing. I'm just passing down the sniffs. It's like a big lump of it floating around.
It
It's
does
like an
smell like
island of.
instant miso soup. At least the brand I buy.
Hey, I don't know.
You like the smell?
I don't think it smells bad at all. Could be like the new Vegemite.
There's a hint of chocolate.
No. When does it dissolve?
I
Okay,
detect
look,
notes of butt.
look at this. Look at this.
I might have put too much in.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty dark. Not that coffee's not. Ah!
What the hell is
what
that?
is that? All right, I'm gonna try to sip.
I'm not supposed to get postum in
I'll
it.
try to sip a postum.
Oh, gross.
That's the postum. It doesn't dissolve. Can I have a
Oh my god, I've got one too. Mine just surfaced.
pick up your postum?
Definitely.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like malted coffee.
It says ingredients are wheat bran, molasses, and wheat flour.
Thanks. There's
The
treacle in
molasses
it?
is what's getting me. Molasses, when you hear it, it sounds like
Can you pass the spoon?
molasses sounds like maple syrup. It's not at all.
No,
It's-
not at
It's really bitter, right?
It is.
Oh, it smells so bad.
We should make Australians eat molasses when they come here.
It looks like someone shit in the mug.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, right?
It's not bad.
really
It's not bad.
But why won't it dissolve
It looks
properly?
like
I don't know why it won't dissolve.
meconium.
Dude, how big of a hipster would you be to be like, do you want coffee or would you like postum?
I was like, I'm going to open up a postum bar.
Dude, let's open a postum bar. The alternative to coffee from the 1800s.
We'll have a
Austin
pop-up.
hipsters would be fucking lined up around the block. And we just have this stuff from HEB, just dumping it in hot water.
Yeah.
So is there caffeine in
That
this?
is not
No,
good.
No, it's a
Caffeine-free.
caffeine alternative.
That is not good.
Oh, is that it?
Oh,
When they shoot that thing?
white people love postum.
Are those postum muffins that
yeah, I was
she's
gonna
making?
say was.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Who has
tastes
an apron like that?
it tastes a little bit like Bovril.
What is that?
Spell that, please.
Bovril. Bit of hot Bovril.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
It's not bad.
Postum, you have a new fan.
Bovril is a thick and salty meat extract paste similar to yeast extract, developed in the 1870s.
I feel like our mugs are biased against people that are right-handed. Like, I got to go left-handed with this in order for
They're dumb mugs.
Shouldn't the receipt be on both
It should be
sides?
on both sides.
Yeah.
I never know.
I do like the inside being red, though. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I drink out of one of these every day and never noticed.
Well, I
What's your
wonder where I
go-to
could get a quality mug like that.
Only at roosterteethstore.com.
That's not it. That's not it.
The,
Store.roosterteeth.com.
what's your go-to mug?
I'm Gus.
This one.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Ellie.
And I'm Gus. Bernie's a little late. He was doing something.
I saw Ellie's eye makeup, and I was inspired by Ellie's eye makeup, so I had to get the same eye makeup.
I feel like
from
it would have
Anna.
been a better reveal if you were in the seat.
What's that?
What?
Well, you guys hadn't seen it. Had you seen it?
It was still
No.
revealed.
Because it's revealed to you as well.
There you
Oh,
go.
well, my reaction was shit in that case.
Yeah, we had some pre-podcast drinks in the bus. You did not come.
I was
Gavin.
invited. I was recording though.
Gavin was on a phone call outside, and I went to say hello to him, and he did this, Gus. He's on the phone, and he goes,
Ooh.
I did not. I'm one of this.
"No, it was a very
Was it the finger or the
dismissive."
hand?
It was the hand.
Two different, very, very different messages.
Very
It
different.
was all.
Why
four
would I do
fingers.
this? That's if like you're talking to me. I'm
One
like,
moment, please.
It definitely was a dismissive. Don't speak to me. I'm on a very important phone call. Can I ask you what the phone call was?
If someone dismisses me with a hand, I'm okay with it. If someone dismisses me with the finger, I'm going to knock that fucking finger out of the air.
Oh,
it was
really?
Yeah.
I think that's
fucking
normal.
rude.
doing this.
Pretty rude.
Yeah.
It's really rude.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah, so rude.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I can't right
No,
now.
it's like, no.
No,
It's like if you go like,
You wait.
right, like if the hand is, give me a minute.
Max
The finger is, no.
No, you did the waggle.
Oh, the
I never
yeah,
The
that-
waggle's like
waggle.
escalated even more.
No,
The
that's
fing-
like an
like a little sassy.
do not do that.
So was your call
Get the squiggly line so I can send it and be like, that's right. That's right.
protest?
As long as it doesn't autocorrect.
No, well, yeah, I'll check it for that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Would you ever change it back?
just to, yeah. Like the thing that gets me most on autocorrect is that every time I text Burnie with the word vlog, it changes it to blog. And it's-
iOS does not
it's
know.
so annoying.
No OS for Mac knows the word vlog, and it fucking refuses to learn it.
It's so, I mean, we'll text each other back and forth. It's like blog, vlog, shit. Like,
Because it's usually the last
so annoying.
word in the sentence too, which I wish you could just turn off. Don't correct the last word in the sentence when I hit send.
Or don't ever correct anything twice.
Ah,
Ever.
Yeah.
duck.
Twice
Every
in a row.
time.
Or
Go
don't
on.
change a properly spelled word to a different properly spelled word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. I'm like, nope, that's not what I wanted.
And do not suggest an emoji to replace my word.
I kind of like that.
Like, I like that.
I'm okay with that.
I started using animojis.
I sent you an
I wrote
emoji
the
just because
word-
you send them so often.
I wrote the word corner and it suggested corn emoji ER.
You should have sent that.
I did not.
I'm going to start doing that. Oh my God. You just kind of blew my mind, Ellie. You have ruined communication for everyone that has to deal with me now.
Just fit emojis in wherever possible.
Yes.
That's gonna be so much worse than your Bitmoji.
I love it. Oh my god.
Everyone, I'm so sorry.
This is great.
It's okay, Gavin won't even get the messages.
You're just looking at 4 hours later.
Be silently going off in his pocket. Now, one thing I've learned is the word thanks is responded to differently in different places. But in Australia, they just use the word wrong.
Yes.
In Australia, they use the word thanks instead of the word please. Like, that'll be 50 cents, 50 cents, thanks.
Wow, that's rude.
That's what they say. 50 cents, thanks.
50 cents, thanks. That's just like, and you will do this.
Yeah.
Right.
And thank you in advance.
Very
I like that. It's like a preemptive polite strike. You're already saying,
No.
you're saying you're putting it up front.
Now,
You're gonna do me something. I've already said thanks on your bike.
There's no
On your-
negotiation here.
How is that polite? On your bike.
You don't say on your bike. Just be on your way.
Yeah, I
Be on
Here's
your
the
don't
thing,
like that.
thanks.
I also don't like the phrase when people say please and thank you. Like when they combine it at once.
so
Like,
pointed.
can you send me this whatever, please and thank you. It's like, what? You're just kind of like bundling in there for like, you have to say it. You're just like, oh, and those words that I need to say.
Bases covered.
I even feel like with text, we've evolved to a place where sometimes even the word please comes off as a bit rude. Like, you know how texts always come off as like really short? No, it doesn't matter like what mood you're actually in. They always come across as like rude. So if you send this thing that's like, hey, do you mind doing this? But if you're like, hey, do you mind doing this, please? It's like, it always reads to me as like almost a bit like in the same way as like saying thank you
It's
first.
way too assertive.
It's very assertive.
Like
It's
like
so
in text,
weird.
you didn't have to send that,
Right.
But you went out of your way to type that as
exactly.
well and add
hey,
it in.
this please.
I
It's
have
like,
I always elongate them if I'm trying to be polite, but I'll put like a please. Just to make it a bit
couple
cuter.
extra cute e's.
Is there a
Make
pea
it lighthearted.
emoji like peas?
Please.
Pea in a leaf. Please.
I have learned that text is I can't have a critically important conversation, especially a personal conversation, over text. I'm done with it because I got in one of the dumbest arguments ever. I didn't know I was in the argument until 2 days later when this person was still mad at me. And here's what I did. They were asking me questions. I replied back to them and I was writing something out. And it was 2 sentences long. So I was writing something out and I hit space, puts a period. I went to write the second sentence. I go, I'm just explaining this too much. So I backed up, hit send, but I left the period there. And because I used, then this person she shut down. I didn't find out till 2 days later. She was mad because I put a period at the end of my text.
Really?
Yeah. Punctuation's a big fucking deal.
Punctuation is huge. A period is like, and we're done.
I think I always put a period.
No, you don't.
Nobody talks to you.
No, I don't.
But then
I don't.
I always forget that at home, people still will end every message with with a kiss. And if
I
I
didn't
don't,
realize that Americans didn't do that. I
Yeah.
just thought nobody liked me.
and if I don't, like in England, like everyone will end a text message every time with XX.
If you don't put an X on the end of a text,
Like
you're
you're
mad.
pissed off.
You're pissed right off.
Never heard of this.
Yeah. And so when I moved here and like I would be like texting my new friends and I was like, no one likes me. Because it would just be the end of the like, yeah, see you there.
And
I was
also,
like,
if someone's into you as well, the amount of X's was very
yes,
telling.
exactly.
Like
It's a very
3 or 4 was like,
you're in.
I'm in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, see, that's the hey. How many Y's you get on your hey?
Yeah.
And when you first reach out to someone like, hey, what's up? And they're like, hey, or hey. You get like the 4 Y's.
Yeah, I'd kind of
It's a
forgotten
lock
about
at
it.
that point.
And last time I went home, I was meeting up with like a really good friend of mine, and he texted me like, "Yeah, see you there soon. Can't wait to see you." In like 3 X's, and I was like, "What? Oh yeah."
Yeah, my mum had a word with me. She was like, "You don't put X's on your text anymore." I was like, "Oh, I'm not mad. I'm just an American thing. I just text Americans all the time now."
Yeah.
Gus, did you know about this?
No, I had no idea.
I had no idea this was
fascinating.
It's a whole thing.
British.
It's an excellent gauge of
I'm gonna
someone's
look this up.
mood.
British
Excellent.
tech. Red blood cells are definitely.
Oh.
They
White blood cells are 1% of your blood.
Yeah.
The rest water?
No,
Red blood cells are doing all the heavy
Yeah.
lifting in blood.
That's why it's red.
There you go.
That is not an interesting fact.
It's a very interesting fact.
Not an interesting fact.
Well, people think you draw blood, you get DNA.
If you break it down far enough, yeah, there's no DNA in an atom of your body.
Go on.
Go ahead.
If you go small enough, yeah.
Well, if you go to a
atom.
skin cell,
Have you played that game Everything?
a cell is a cell. It's interesting that red blood
A
cells.
cup of blood, loads of DNA. If you go smaller, maybe not.
But
That's not an
whose
interesting
DNA?
fact.
But who's getting an atom of blood? I mean,
Name another
not
cell in the
that there's an
body
atom
that
of blood.
doesn't have
Don't fucking at
DNA.
me.
Name another cell in the body that doesn't have DNA.
P?
Would a brain cell have it? A P cell? Is that what you said? How dare
I
you?
pause it.
if you took
P
all
cell.
of the particles,
cell.
All right. It's about time to wrap this
What's
shit
wrong
up.
with you?
Let's be done with this.
Idris Elba was fucking great in The Wire.
Thanks. I'm still watching The Wire.
Stringer Bell.
I sent you that fucking
Amazing.
screenshot. Matriculating.
Write it down.
Oh god.
All right, everybody, if we can pull. What is that?
You got
what is that?
chocolate pudding on the camera.
Hey, that's my boss there.
What is on you, dude?
This is the shit that I would do like my first couple of months at Rooster Teeth. You know, you've been working here for like 2 or 3 years. Why are you still doing
And
this?
he came, I think, straight from the manager's meeting.
Old things, Blaine.
New ways to sell old things.
What are they? What are you selling?
Pudding shirt.
It's a pudding shirt.
I'm glad you said it's pudding because I was really concerned as to what it was until you said specifically that it's pudding.
The ball.
He looks like the peanut butter baby. Can you
balls that-
slap your stomach?
He's just gonna have a zit sweater.
We put on the balls just in case he wanted to do some mocap, just here and there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or can you do it on old places?
I don't know. I have Pro, so I don't know how to qualify that. I'm not sure.
There are
Thanks for asking.
so many times I'm watching the podcast at home or like after the fact that you guys record it, and you make some type of noise or sound. I laugh so hard, and no one else on the podcast is laughing.
What's the sound?
You like one of
That's
those,
half the time I make them.
Bernie, he either makes sounds or he stumbles over his words in such a great way.
or you ask a very simple question and then you go,
Or you can just ask me something I agree with. The other one is ask me something I would agree with.
ask you a question you agree with.
Yeah.
What was that?
That's it. That's the other
When
noise
did you
I
ever
make
do
all
that?
I made that noise 1,000 times. Yeah.
All right, ask me something that confuses me.
Gavin, what color is the underside of the moon?
Remember when I always do that when I'm confused?
No, Bernie does do the yee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yee.
Well, I feel like we text that a lot, like just Y-E. Like, yee.
Trust me, I know because Barbara's right here, and I think I only make stupid noises whenever Barbara's on the podcast.
It's so great. I just rewatch moments from podcasts with Bernie where you either make weird noises or you stumble over words. My favorite one ever is
I think I know this one.
There's two. When you're talking about Spider-Man at the Spider Factory, because that's something that Gavin fucked up. And then there's one where you're like demonstrating how you fall asleep on airplanes.
It was the hat one.
It fell off or something.
He's demonstrating how he falls asleep on airplanes, and he doesn't. And he comes back, and his hat falls off.
It's just like a normal moment.
I feel like
she was dying laughing.
that moment.
I knew that was what she was going to say.
Even thinking about it makes me laugh.
I watched it back, and I feel like the moment on camera doesn't reflect how good it was in real life.
I know.
Because like the whole chair went from this angle. It was phenomenal.
All right.
What's your favorite thing that Bernie does?
I can't think of anything that Bernie's done, but I know that there was this one time, and I can't remember what the context was. I think it was on the spot. Someone was holding a sock up to you, and you see it, and it was like a cartoon.
on the
You
spot.
disappear, but your bottle is spinning in place while you're out of frame.
When someone threw it onto
Yeah, he was
Gavin.
just like,
I didn't realize it was on me, and then I was like, and then I vanished like a cartoon.
Yeah.
But my bottle was like Tom and Jerrying in the air, and then fell down.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was so perfect.
How do you like your loop?
balaclava baklava.
Oh,
Do you think that that's ever happened?
maybe.
No,
No?
I would definitely eat that.
Or a baklava in the shape of a balaclava?
You could store it on your face, rob a convenience store, and then snack on the way home in the getaway vehicle.
It would be great if somebody robbed a store with a baklava on their head. Just like they totally misread the
It's like
memo.
3 dudes with balaclavas and someone just has dessert on their face.
But you got that in a really cool thing that was sent out today by Xbox.
Hey, Blaine.
Hey, how's it going? You ready to play some PUBG?
Mine
Yeah.
is
Hey,
slightly less functional.
Look at that guy over there,
than
Blaine.
Gavin's.
Where?
Oh, wait, I think it's just an eye hole, maybe.
No, this is definitely a mouthful.
Try it.
Because it came with the frying pan, and it talks about chicken dinner, so they want you to eat.
Good point.
You know?
Good
Maybe
point.
it's the
That's
nose
some
hole.
logic.
Mm.
Also, look the
No,
seam is in the center of his head.
The semen on his head?
The seam.
Get it off of me!
No, I'm
Where
saying
is it?
what does it look like? It's just the eye holes.
Just do it as the eye holes.
Give it a
Ruin
give
the
it-
joke here.
Give us a glance. They're following him. Yeah, that's how it works. See, look how
I can't
wide
see
they are.
shit without my glasses.
His
My
head
glasses!
looks gigantic in that thing.
Put the
Looks
glasses
like
on
it's a
him.
10-foot tall head.
I think I'd know exactly who
Give
it
me
was.
all your money! Oh, God, I'm fogging up my own glasses.
Someone throw a smoke grenade?
So I had a situation this week that I fucked.
There's no organic way for me to talk about my shit story, so I don't know if I should or not.
Why don't
Well,
you
that's
wait?
a perfect segue.
Got it now. Now you've created the situation in which that can be told.
I ran out of toilet paper on the set of $1 Million Butt. So
No pun
I'm in the
intended.
middle of directing, and I go in and take a sloppy coffee shit. He was just, there's two things that they serve on the sets of shoots:
Sloppy coffee shit.
Coffee and bean breakfast burritos. Two things that will just make you explode.
It's bad that you said real sloppy coffee shit because I just saw the pudding shirt.
Yeah, I know, right?
And,
Please don't. Please don't.
In my mind.
Sloppy coffee shit shirt. So I'm going in and I take a sloppy one and I look to my right and I've got about like 4 panels of toilet paper left, 4 sheets. And I was like, well, I'm going to have to...
are we talking?
Very thin. It's an Airbnb that we were shooting at, so they get the cheapest of the cheap. So I was going to have to make those last. And
you never saw the video on how to make 1 sheet of toilet paper clean your whole life?
Listen, I am efficient with toilet paper.
Why didn't you just text like anybody on set, hey?
Because I've just dropped a stinky deuce, and I don't like, and I'm directing. I don't want people to look down on me.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Come on the podcast and tell everybody
people at this company.
Hey, Blaine, I would have helped you out.
Oh, I would not have had Barbara come.
I would have left it by the door and I would have run away.
And then I would have like waddled out with my pantsuit down my legs.
I don't know why all bog doors don't have a little cat flap sized hole for just putting bog roll in.
Brilliant idea.
It would be great.
When usually you keep the bog roll in the bathroom, so why would you?
Clearly, it was elsewhere.
So
you keep all your bog roll in one bathroom?
I do.
I only have one bathroom.
So I'm out of toilet paper. I go through 1 wipe, 2 wipe, 3 wipes. Toilet paper's gone. It's extreme mess. It is unusable.
Do you then use the cardboard tube?
No, because then I couldn't flush that, or else I'd plug the
with that
toilet.
attitude.
So then I'm looking around. Improvise, Blaine. Think, goddamn it, think. I'm not gonna use a hand towel because that's just fucked up. I look into the trash bin.
Oh boy.
And I'm like, I gotta go in.
I've done this before.
Airbnb.
This one looks like a makeup wipe. I think that's relatively clean. Here we go. Oh my God, my ass is still so dirty. All right, this one, someone definitely blew their nose on this.
I just want to point out. You're in a bathroom in a normal residential home, right?
Yeah.
There's a shower, like literally a foot and a half away
I'm not
from
gonna
you.
take a shower in the middle of the set.
You sure could.
But you are going to use people's snotty tissues.
You got people waiting on set. You come out like in a towel soaking wet.
You don't get wet the whole way up.
If you wet like your mop, it's gonna be like
the way you wash your butt. Yeah, because you got to get in there and rub your cheeks together.
Karate chop yourself.
So
why even use a shower if you're gonna get your fingers in there?
What?
I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to clean it out. You're not gonna let the shower head do the work for you. I agree. So, I mean, I entertained that idea, but it was I had to get going fast. And the thing is, I was about to be in a scene where I was wearing a dancer's belt. So, like,
which is for
ass
people who don't know.
Yeah.
But people might not know what a dancer's belt is.
A dancer's belt is a man thong. It's basically supposed to make you look like a Ken doll by covering up your gents with a big padded layer, but it goes straight up your ass crack. So
a thong.
That thing was going to get dirty, and I needed to make sure I was clean down
And
there.
was it skin colored too?
It was flesh colored, yeah.
Do they take them back after you've worn it?
They absolutely do. I've been using the same dancer's belt for like I think a year now. Like they just have my name written on it.
Yeah.
MTV scenarios come up.
Yeah, bad stories.
They come up so often.
They do, where you're naked.
Yeah.
So I used the dirty snot rag and I had just tore off that part.
Come on, Blaine, you're better than
that.
that.
So I go and then I look and I'm out of toilet paper, but there is one other piece of paper, chewed up gum, and I
chewed up gum.
I chewed up someone disposed of the chewed up gum in a piece of toilet paper, so I removed that and used that. And at this point, I'm out, and I'm like, I am all out of options.
Like every piece of fabric has touched your anus at this point.
It's fucking gone and in
all
the toilet.
Instead of just sending a text to like one of the PAs or your AD.
I would have just hopped in the sink and had a sort of a splash.
So
that's exactly what I said, Gavin. You said that's ridiculous.
Get in the shower.
The shower's the better place to do that than hanging your ass in the sink. So what's wrong with you?
When you piss, you've gone to the urinal and then you go over to the tiny little shower and wash your hands?
No, but I'm not washing my ass. I wash my ass in the fucking shower. I don't wash my ass in the sink.
So it's the shower in a sink if you wash your ass.
No, it's not. It's just a guy with his ass in the sink.
Also, people touch that, you know? Like, what if you drop your contact lens in the sink and then you're putting that back in your eye?
Clean the sink afterwards. It's the sink.
The sink is usually high up, so you have to like get up there and hold yourself up. Why didn't you just stand in the shower?
Then
Was
Blaine,
there a
what they would do
shower
is Blaine,
there?
they would throw away their contact, and then you would wipe your ass with it at some point. In the future. That's
No,
gonna
here's the thing though. Here's the thing about sitting up on a sink is that you can concentrate the water on that area. In a shower,
Gavin.
it's all going to drip down your legs and your socks.
You don't know how
You take
showers
off your
work.
Take off your socks, Gavin.
You don't know how showers work.
Are you actually going to use a
slowly
towel? then?
discovering this?
So at this point,
I'm saying like he could get all of his kit off and have like a full shower with a towel.
No, you
but
can-
if he's
there's
going to be quick because he's got to direct something, splash the ass and pull up your
Splash.
pants.
There's a way.
No,
to
he's a
take-
nightmare of a human.
There's a way to take a shower without the water touching your upper body.
Yes.
You just angle it and then you just lean.
Or just use the bath spigot.
oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's a good point. Well, at this point, I was admitting defeat and I was going to go take a shower. And as I get up, my dirty ass hanging out in the wind, and turn around to like look over at the shower, there was a roll of fresh, huge toilet paper
Really?
on top of the toilet seat
Behind you?
behind me the entire time.
That's not the first place you looked when you
It
ran out
was
of
not
toilet
the
paper.
first place I looked.
How he trusts you with like equipment and like deadlines.
Did you then work on that and get through some of that?
Yeah, no, I finished.
But you finished that one too?
No, I cleaned up my ass. It was like one of those never-ending wipes. It was just I was gonna be stuck there for infinity.
It sounds like someone like clearing out an old storage unit.
Is
by
it
the
one
way you
where it
describe
like
it.
went on the cheeks too a little bit?
Oh, okay. Can we wrap this
It
conversation?
was mud butt.
Have you guys